Good morning guys, happy Monday. Happy day 12 of our 21-day yoga challenge. So this morning is a little bit more strength focused rather than flexibility focused, but as always, we try and keep things well-rounded, so we'll still get a nice stretch in as well. I'll try and give lots of different options for strength-based things depending on where you are in your practice. We'll start in a comfortable cross-legged seat. So allow yourself to come somewhere to settle. Allow those legs to fall away from your midline. Allow the hands to rest into the lap. And maybe just take a little roll back of the shoulders. Feeling a nice broad space into the chest. Closing the eyes as the face softens. And just allow yourself a few deep focused breaths here. Feel that space you create within your body with the breath in. And feel that softness and sense of calm on the breath out. And then take your next breath in and circle your arms wide. Reach them high to the sky as you gaze up. And then exhale to let them come to the mat in front of you. Chin to fall towards the chest as the weight tips a little bit forwards here, but keeping those sit bones down against the floor. Deep breath in, fill the lungs. And breathing out. One more, inhale. And exhale. As you walk your hands back in to come all the way upright with the torso, interlace your fingers in front of you, turn the palms to face forwards, and as you press those palms forwards, dome the back, chin to the chest and hollow out through your belly. With your inhale, send those hands to the sky, gaze up, keep pushing. And as you exhale, circle those arms behind your back and come to interlace them into a fist. Palm faces palm, and as you breathe in, pull the palm away from your body. Lift the chin, broaden through the chest. You can then release there, and we're going to roll over to tabletop. So perhaps hug your heels in, keep your legs round, whichever way you prefer. And just before we go anywhere else from tabletop, just allow your fingertips to start to move in a rotation. So circling all the way round until fingertips point towards knees, and then circling all the way back round, taking lots of steps as you go. Waking up the wrists, getting them ready to bear a little bit more weight. And now draw your last circle all the way around, let the fingertips point away from each other, and then maybe taking a little bit further until the fingertips are pointing a bit more back towards the knees. They don't have to go the whole way. And then taking a little lean back just to feel that stretch into the forearms, into the wrists. Really nice way to strengthen your wrists for lots of body weight exercises. As you draw those hands all the way back round, find that nice tabletop position. And as you inhale, as you drop the belly, lift the chest, I also want you to pull your heels in towards your bum. As you exhale and round the spine, tops the feet press down and the knees float just away from the mat. Really hollow out the belly. Drop through the knees, breathing in, lift the chest, pull those heels towards your bum. As you exhale, feet press down, broaden the shoulder blades and hover the knees only ever so slightly. One more of each, breathing in, squeeze shoulder blades together, heels to bum. Breathing out to press down into the tops of those feet, push into the hands. As you let those knees drop back down, tuck the toes, press the hips up and back. As you come into down dog, opening out the shoulders. And as always, you're very welcome to take a little pedal, a little bit of movement here to let the backs of the legs, back of the body wake up. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep pushing, last one. On the inhale, roll your body forwards. Imagine you're like a wave. You're going to roll yourself forwards towards plank, where shoulders are above wrists, heels are pushing out behind you, and belly is nice and firm into your plank. Think of your shoulder blades staying nice and broad. You're pushing into the floor as if you're trying to push it as far away from you as possible. Take one more breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lower towards the floor. So we bring the weight ever so slightly forward. You might want to drop your knees so that you can go a bit slower. And then very, very slowly, let the belly and chest hit the mat at the same time, elbows alongside the ribs. Keep your hands back where they are, so they're about sort of mid rib cage. Press down through your hips. And as you inhale, lift through your chest, look forward. Give a little push through the hands. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, soften, release the tension. And then again, press down through pelvis, lift through chest, little help from the hands. Exhale to release, and then one more like that, baby cobra. Breathing in, lift the chest, reach through toes, lengthen through the neck. As you exhale all the way back down to the floor, send your right arm out onto the mat alongside you, so we're all the way down. The left leg is going to scorpion tail its way over. See if you can grab that foot with that hand and let it rest against the floor, allowing the body to open on that top left side. Maybe bend that right knee in towards your chest if you want to make life a little juicier. Great, deep breath in. As you breathe out, slide the right leg away, roll onto your belly and come to the other side. Left arm reaches out, roll onto that left side, kick the right foot up and over. See if you can grab it with that left hand that's behind you. And you could stay here, or you could curl that left knee up towards your chest. Great, one more deep breath in. And then breathing out, slide the legs back, roll yourself onto your belly, up via the knees and back into downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky, chest pressing back, and take some nice deep breaths here. Fill the lungs, inhale. Slowly on the way out to exhale. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Good, keep that connection to your breathing. Inhale, right leg rises to the sky, three-legged dog. Reach through those toes. Now that right leg is going to stay lifted. Send your gaze forwards. I want you to drop your left knee back towards tabletop. Your chin is going to come to tap the mat in front of your fingertips, and that left heel pulls towards your bum. You're then going to push your way back towards that one-legged tabletop, and then back into the sky for your three-legged dog. Right leg is lifted. On the exhale, draw that foot forwards to the top of the mat, placing it between the hands as you drop the back knee to the floor. Use your inhale, lift through the chest, arms go up and overhead. Find a squeeze through your left glutes to switch on that back leg, lifting your rib cage tall. From there, those back toes are tucked under. Push the heel away as you come towards a high lunge. So trying to straighten out that back leg, but keeping the hips forwards and down. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Couple of options. We can either move into a long pyramid, belly stays close to thigh, shift hips back, flex toes. If that's too much, drop your back knee down for a half split. Either way, stretch through your right hamstring. Let your chest lengthen forwards. And think of belly and thigh close together. One more, breathing in. And then breathing out, come back towards the top of the mat so that you can send this foot back, hips go high, and into our downward facing dog. 2 breaths, make them good ones. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good, this time it's the left leg. Inhale, send it to the sky, really reach. Keep it nice and tall. Leave it into the sky, look forwards. I want you to drop your right knee down towards tabletop, shoulders are over wrists. Then come to tap your chin to the mat, way out in front of your fingertips. You can pull your right heel towards your bum. Then push your way back up towards tabletop. Tuck those right toes and push that leg back into the sky for three-legged dog. That's hard. As you exhale, draw that left foot to the top of the mat between the hands. Drop the back knee down, keep the toes tucked under. Inhale, chest rises, arms rise. Squeezing through right glutes, lifting those arms up and over. Good, guys. Keep those back toes tucked. Push away through the heel, lift the back knee, high lunge. Keep a soft tuck of the tailbone, lifting the rib cage. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down, either shifting back to the long pyramid, toes flex, belly and thigh connected, or drop your back knee for a half split. In either variation, we're keeping the chest nice and long, and keeping our belly and left thigh nice and close towards each other. Great, take your last one, inhale. This time as you exhale, you're going to stay in this long lunge, so lift your back knee if you're in a half split. Walk yourself round to the right hand side, so you're coming into a wide-legged fold. The feet are parallel with the short edges of your mat. Take an inhale for a tabletop spine, and use your exhale to maybe fold that a little bit further, lengthening through the back of the legs, letting the head hang heavy. Pressing down through the outer edges of your feet, lifting the kneecaps up towards the hips to engage through your quads. And then last one, breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing out of there, hands to come to your waist. Take a deep breath in as you rise your way up to stand into this wide-legged stance, and then turning your toes out to face away from one another. We've still got quite a wide stance here. Hands to come in front of your chest. I want to think of your right sit bone sitting towards a little stool behind your right heel. So you're sinking your hips down and back, your chest stays facing forwards. Really push your bum out behind you. As you inhale, press into that foot to come all the way up. And as you exhale, come to the left foot. Bum goes out behind you, chest stays forwards. Drive this left knee wide. Good, one more each side. Inhale to center. Exhale to sink towards the back of the mat. Press the knee wide, push into the little toe side of the foot. And then last one, inhale to rise. And exhale to sink towards the left. Take one more breath. And then turn back to face the top of the mat. Hands to come down, foot steps back and into downward facing dog. Take one more deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. Now good, guys, you're going to come down into Dolphin. So one arm at a time. You can step down onto the elbows and then bring your palms together. So your thumbs are on the top, a little push back of your chest. Now, we've got some variations of strengthening shapes we could do here. Option one is just to pause and hold your dolphin. Not easy at this time of the morning, not easy at any time. Otherwise, you're going to see if you can take some little dolphin nose taps. So you're going to look forwards towards your thumbs. You're going to shift your weight forwards, see if your nose can tap your thumbs, and then push your way back towards dolphin. You can keep those knees a little bit bent if your hamstrings are giving you hassle. We're going to see if we can do 5 in total. So at your own pace. That's 3 for me. Last 2. Strong push into those elbows. Keep breathing. Tell yourself you've got this. And then push your way back towards a dolphin. If you've done your 5, drop those knees. Let your bum come towards your heels, your forehead to the floor, and just let your arms rest and relax for a moment. Deepen your breathing, inhale. And exhale. You can then roll yourself up so you'll come to sat onto your shins. A few options again, guys. We're either going to have a quick go at our tripod headstand. You could choose to do a dolphin hold as well instead if you don't want to try a tripod headstand, or perhaps if your shoulders want to rest, you could pause into your child's pose. So if you want to try your tripod headstand, I want you to take your hands down just like you would for plank, and the very top of your head where you'd balance a book is going to form a triangle with these hands. So importantly, that's not between the hands, that's way out in front of them so I can see my own fingertips. The shoulder blades are broad, the elbows are pulling in. We're tucking the toes and lifting the hips as high as we can into a half headstand. You could also choose to pause here for 2 to 3 breaths. Otherwise, the one knee is going to step onto the back of the tricep and see if the second knee can come to follow. And this is our little tucked egg headstand. Heels pull close to bum, shoulder blades stay broad. If you're practicing to come further by bringing the knees off the triceps, do make sure that you're safe with either a sofa, a wall, or a spotter. Or if you're confident, you could see if you could draw your knees off those triceps by letting the hips move slightly back, remembering that knees to chest is your break to draw the body weight back down. From wherever you are, take your last couple of breaths. Make sure you're reserving some energy to come back down with control. And then bum towards heels, arms alongside body, and forehead to rest to the floor. Maybe just giving your forehead a soft little rock against the mat, releasing any tension through the back of the neck. And then roll yourself up onto your shins. We're doing very well. We're going to do one more little strength exercise from sat onto our shins. I want you to bring your hands alongside your legs with your fingertips in line with your kneecaps. Think of a cat back, so that's that broad shoulder blades, chin to the chest, hollow out through the belly. Keep the tops of the feet onto the mat, and as you push into the arms, I want you to see if you can lift your knees up towards your collarbones. Keep leaning your body weight towards your fingertips. Draw thighs up towards belly. Even if those knees are only a centimetre away from the mat, you're still doing it. Even if they're not lifting, you're still trying. You can take one more breath in. And now push your hips to the sky. Turn your feet over. Bring yourself to ragdoll fold one way or another, even if that didn't work for you. Allow the body to flop, to fold. And for everything in the upper body to feel quite heavy and loose as you push the sit bones to the sky. Great, take one more breath. As you exhale, we're going to come down to seated, so whether or not you want to bring sit bones towards heels like we did yesterday, see if we can then drop our bum to the mat, maybe scoot yourself forwards. Feet are going to stay rooted to the floor. Arms to reach forwards, chin to chest, and then very slowly, unravelling, pausing at the point where the shoulder blades have not yet found the floor. So the lower back is pressing down, gazing forwards, chin to chest, and then stacking those knees on top of hips as those arms stay reaching. Keep broadening through that upper back, option to stay and hold, or you can reach your right leg away, see if you can tap the floor before returning it, and then switch over. See if left heel can tap the floor before returning it. We'll take two more each side, reaching, tapping. Slow and steady, unfortunately, is the best option. And then last one, right heel taps and left heel taps. Good, then hug those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe a soft little sway from left to right. Then allow the feet to find the floor. Soles of the feet face each other. Knees fall wide into a nice big diamond shape. Letting those legs feel nice and heavy. Maybe choosing to close the eyes. And then one leg at a time. Stepping it out onto the mat, letting the legs feel heavy. Maybe take yourself one last deep breath in, and then let everything go with that exhale as you find softness and calm. And then take yourself a deep breath in. Reawakening the body, the senses. Maybe taking a stretch. And then hug the knees in towards you. And however is most comfortable, allow yourself to roll up to seated. With your final breath in, let the arms circle wide all the way to the sky. And with your final exhale, let the hands lower towards the belly and the chin to lower towards the chest. Well done, everyone. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that slightly different theme to our morning classes. Definitely something to wake you up and get you going if you found that challenging. You weren't the only one. I feel like I've built myself up a bit of a morning sweat. I very much appreciate your support, guys, by joining me live, and if you're able to leave a like or a comment on the video, I very much appreciate it. Remember that you can enter to win the Manduka yoga mat by leaving a comment to let me know that you've completed each day. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Monday, and hope to see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m, or I hope you enjoy